Okay. Everything is set and everything is good. Hey, what's happening, all my Dragonlings? I am the Dragon God of Gaming, Damian Dragon, and welcome back to the Gaming News, where I run to the list of all the gaming news, facts, rumors, trivias, and all the stuff coming out of the gaming industry this week. Now, this week we have something on Sony, we also have something on PlayStation, and we also have something else on PlayStation. This is a very PlayStation-centric episode, so stay tuned. Anyway, first off, let's get into our normal state of affairs. Let's play our replay and get started. Alright, first off, Sony. Sony. What can we say about Sony? Well, Sony is supposed to be working on something for only PlayStation. So, this is coming from wayofTechRadar.com, and this is written by Vic Hood, and it states this. Sony is working on a cloud gaming strategy that is unique and only on PlayStation. And it goes thusly. Sony is working on its own cloud gaming strategy, which will be unique and only on PlayStation, according to SIE boss Jim Ryan. Speaking to... I'm not even gonna try to translate that because it's gonna sound extremely wrong when I try to translate, and translating it in my head did not go well. And translated by VGC, Ryan explained that Sony is still having conversations with Microsoft and exchanging ideas about cloud gaming, and that when the time is right, Sony will share its cloud gaming strategy. We could conceivably use the cloud for our technical infrastructure, but the cloud gaming experience we're offering will be unique and only on PlayStation, Ryan said. The cloud Ryan is referring to is Microsoft's Azure cloud technology that currently powers a huge number of web applications and streaming services. Back in 2019, Sony and Microsoft announced a partnership that would see the two companies collaborating on game streaming technology together. Under the memorandum of understanding signed by the parties, the two companies will explore joint development of future cloud solutions in Microsoft Azure to support their respective game and content streaming services, Microsoft said in a blog post announcing the partnership 2 years ago. In addition, the two companies will explore the use of current Microsoft Azure data center-based solutions for Sony's game and content streaming services. What does that mean for the PlayStation 5? Sony utilizing Microsoft's cloud gaming knowledge and servers means we'll likely see an Xbox Cloud Gaming, formerly called Project X Cloud, equivalent on PS5 in the future. Xbox Cloud Gaming is Microsoft's cloud gaming service, which initially released in beta testing in November 2019 before being launched as part of the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate subscription in September 2020. Microsoft recently announced Xbox Cloud Gaming public testing is coming to Windows 10 PC and iOS devices, with a limited beta for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members. Xbox Cloud Gaming also allows players to stream games to mobile devices so they can access their game libraries on the go, paired with Xbox Game Pass, which means subscribers can access over 100 games on a multitude of devices, which is actually a really good idea. It does this by leveraging Microsoft's existing data centers across the globe and loading up servers with the component parts of multiple Xbox consoles to run the game streamed directly over the internet to the device of your choice. It's these servers that the partnership between Sony and Microsoft grants Sony access to, granting the infrastructure to allow PlayStation cloud gaming to become possible. When asked whether cloud gaming could affect the PS5 life cycle, or whether Sony develops another PlayStation console in the future, Ryan said, "It's hard to answer that question right now, but history shows that sales peak in the third or fourth year, and at the end of the cycle, the cloud may play some role. I'm more optimistic about the future than I was a year ago. We have just released PS5, so at this point, it's time to learn how people are enjoying it, and then we'll take the time to think about the future of PlayStation, Ryan continued. It's possible that rather than a brand new cloud gaming service, we see Sony updating its somewhat lackluster PlayStation Now service. But for now, we can only speculate about what Sony will bring to the table with its cloud gaming offering. And to be honest, that sounds like a really good idea. They need to do something with PlayStation Now, and having a cloud-based gaming service is going to be actually really great in the future. I'd say that it's a wonderful idea that Xbox and Xbox and PlayStation are on the same level on this, because it's a really great idea. Having everyone, get their hands on something like this is a really good idea. It's going to be a really fun idea. It's going to help multiple players, and it could take off in the near future to everyone. This could be what gaming, gaming's evolution should be. And do I think that's where everything's gonna be headed? Yeah, I think so. It's like, it shouldn't just be consoles no more. It should be multi-platform. You should be able to take your games with you. You shouldn't just be sitting there. That's kind of what Nintendo, kind of led to when they like to develop the Switch. They didn't just want to have you play your games, on your TV. They wanted you to bring it with you. They wanted to bring this extremely powerful console on the go with you. And, I think that's a very fascinating idea. I think that should be what we should be putting our minds to in the foreseeable future when it comes to gaming. So, this cloud-based service, do I think it's going to materialize very soon? Yes. Do I think it's going to affect what's happening? Yes. So, that's kind of my answer to that one. Anyway, our next thing is on PlayStation itself. We're gonna have to rewatch that. Anyway, this next one comes at the videogamechronicles.com, and this is written by Andy Robinson, and they wrote, PlayStation insists it's committed to releasing experimental games alongside blockbusters. Holst says he wants to create a diverse slate. And this goes thusly. PlayStation's game boss has said the platform holder is committed to releasing more experimental games in addition to continuing the blockbuster single-player releases it's known for. The platform holder, which according to reports is increasingly focusing on big blockbuster games, made a surprising announcement this week by signing up an original multiplayer project from Firewalk, a new studio founded by Bungie veterans. PlayStation has spent most of the past console generation focusing on a story-driven single-player games like God of War, Horizon, and Ghost of Tsushima. But PlayStation Studios boss Herman Hulst told GL Biz its latest signing showed it was committed to coming up with new ideas. I think that the games that we make are as distinct and diverse as they can be. Hulst says, from Sackboy to Astrobot to Dreams to these kind of games that you're referring to, like The Last of Us Part 2 and Ghost of Tsushima. And you can bet that we will carry on making these games because they are the heart and soul of what we do here at PlayStation Studios. But at the same time, we are just as committed to making these quality experiences as we are to experimentation and to coming up with fresh ideas. Not all the time. Although a multiplayer-focused game is a departure from Sony, Hulst said his drive for more distinct and diverse games wasn't all about finding different genres. I am very interested in creating a diverse slate of titles. Actually, the shape or form that they come in are less interesting to me than the fact that they are differentiated, diverse, and distinctive, the exec said. We tend to work with teams to have something in common, which is that ambition that the Firewalk team has, but also the fact that Firewalk is a very strong, autonomous, and I would say fiercely daring team. culturally. That's a really good match. So I seek those factors before I go into narrowing it down to genres or gameplay modes. It's more about the experience being differentiated and unique. In a separate interview published earlier this week, Sony Interactive Entertainment CEO Jim Ryan claimed PS5 would eventually be more to be home to more exclusive games than any previous console. Said the company has been quietly investing in the creation of first-party software, and that it could pursue further M&A opportunities to bolster its in-house development capabilities. We have been quietly but steadily investing in high-quality games for PlayStation, and we will make sure that the PS5 generation will have more dedicated software than ever before, Ryan said. We have repeatedly engaged in mergers and acquisitions, including Insomniac Games in the US. We will not rule out that option in the future. PlayStation recently closed its oldest first-party developer, Sony Japan Studio, but Ryan told this company, again, that I'm not going to try to say it because it's going to sound wrong. The company remains committed to the Japanese market. SIE announced in March that it was funding an original IP from another AAA startup studio, established by former Stadia game boss Jade Raymond. What my mind is going to take from that is that this is, a show from Sony that they want to have a lot more, oomph to their roster. That they should have a lot more newer titles. They shouldn't just be focusing on old titles. I mean, I understand, like, some people really want to see, the old moves and stuff, or of God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, Horizon Zero Dawn, and stuff like that. But do I think that it's it's gonna carry it in the future? No. You have to come up with some ideas that's gonna bring it more in the future. It shouldn't need to be like that. You shouldn't just be, having your name carried by a few different titles, because they're not always gonna save you, and that's what I kind of feel like PlayStation is doing at the moment. That their minds are focused on putting their best foot forward when it comes to newer titles, and that's something that it should be a focus for everyone. I sure want it to be a focus, because I do want to see new games coming down the pipeline, new ideas. I want to see what people come up with. I don't want to just see the old, the same old shit consistently. There's no need. I don't think it should be a reason for it just us being stuck in the old. We need to embrace the new to be able to move forward as, games are being developed. That's why so few, that's why a lot of indie games get so much love. Because they're new, they're fresh, they're innovative, and they have a lot of time and effort being put into them just from working from the ground up. You don't just work on one IP and say, that's it, folks. And that's what I think. So, but that's my take on that. Now, while this plays out, the next thing we have is on the PlayStation 3. And this is going to be our last, news piece for the day. This next one comes from the way of, again, VideoGamesChronicles.com. And this is written by, again, Andy Robinson. And it says, users discover how to access the old PlayStation Store and buy PSP, PS3, and Vita games. Sony removed some functionality in its most recent web store revamp, including legacy games. A new browser plugin has been released which allows users to browse the old PlayStation version of the store and access PSP, PS Vita, and PS3 games for download. The new Firefox plugin, Valkyrie PS Store, allows users to access the old store by utilizing web pages backed up on archive.org. A demonstrated in the video below, I'm not going to be showing it, The store is fully functional and allows users to purchase content and download it to their consoles. It's also possible to manually access the old PlayStation Store for users on web browsers other than Firefox, which involves copying and pasting URLs into the archive.org site. SIE launched the latest iteration of the PlayStation Store for web in October, ahead of the launch of PlayStation 5 the following month. As well as a revamped layout, the new store removed support for purchasing PS3, PSP, and Vita games and add-ons, plus PS4 apps, themes, and avatars. The wishlist feature was also discontinued. All of the above content is still purchasable via the PlayStation Store on specific consoles until the PSP store is switched off in July. That is, but since October, it's not been possible to purchase PlayStation content for these platforms via the web. Earlier this week, Sony U-turned on a decision to close the PlayStation 3 and PS Vita digital stores. In a statement published on Monday, SIE President Jim Ryan said that the platform holder had realized it had made the wrong decision in planning to close the stores. Users will continue to be able to purchase digital games on PS3 and PS Vita, but the PSP store will still close as planned on July 2nd. Recently, we notified players the PlayStation Store for PS3 and PS Vita devices were planned to end this summer. Upon further reflection, however, it's clear that we made the wrong decision here. So today I'm happy to say that we will be keeping the PlayStation Store operational for PS3 and PS Vita devices. PSP comments functionality will retire on July 2nd, 2021 as planned. VGC analysis had suggested that around 140 PlayStation games will no longer be available for purchase in any form when Sony closed the PSP, Vita, and PS3 stores as initially planned. Now, a far smaller number of titles, around 35 digital-only PSP games, could disappear following the July store closure. So I guess there's a thing that you can get in here, which is an extension. Hopefully, I'm about to see this real quick. It's a well, it's a plugin, so I should be able to do this. It's a plugin, so let me see if I can access my plugins. I don't think it's actually possible, but it's still a thing. Are you serious? I'm gonna see about this real quick. Open PS Store. It does. Oh my fucking god. It does. Hold on real quick. Because I just tried it out. I didn't actually believe it was gonna work. So while I'm here, let me show this off. Give me one moment. There we go. This is the first for me. So it does work. This is the first. So Returnal Digital Edition, we got Back for Blood, Hot Wheels, Kenna, Tales of Arise, Scarlet, Legend of Mana. So this is the old version of the store, personally. And I'm not logged in, thank God. I was wondering, I'm like, please don't tell me that you guys can see my shit. But this is the old one. I guess you could still buy shit. And hopefully that it's, Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Wow, okay. Resident Evil Village. Okay, yeah, it does work. Secret Neighbor. Wow, okay. So this shit does work. ladies and gentlemen, I do appreciate you guys joining me. As you can see, that the plugins do work. If you guys want, I guess if you guys want to do that, I guess that's the thing. It says allows users to access store as demonstrated. The store is fully functional and allows users to purchase content and download it to their consoles. It's also possible to manually access the old PlayStation Store for users on the web. So that's actually a pretty cool idea. Hopefully that didn't give me a fucking virus. I'm gonna be fucking pissed off if it is, and I'm gonna have to send my shit in again. I'm gonna punch something afterwards. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope everyone enjoyed this today. Does everything look bright for the future? Yes, I think so. In the world of gaming, as long as stuff starts being more innovative and a push for newer games and stuff like that, it keeps on coming down the pipeline. I see a good future for gaming, and I feel like we will leave everything a lot more better as gamers. As someone as a content creator, I cannot wait to see what everything is going to be working toward. But speaking of content creation, if you guys want to see a lot of the stuff that's coming from our content creators here on the Invisible Corporation, go ahead and check us out on every single day. Check us, come in and see what we got here. I promise you, it's worth the time, it's worth the effort to hit the subscribe button and check out all of our lovely creators, which will be down in the description down below if you guys want to check out their personal channels. My personal channel will also be in the description down below, where I'm playing this month, which I'm finishing up now. Donkey Kong Country, Samurai Jack, Dragon Age Inquisition, Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, Tony Hawk's American Wasteland, and Assassin's Creed 2. So come in and check it all out. Next month, I'm gonna be doing a little bit of something else. It's gonna be my birthday next month, so I cannot wait for that. But personally, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, link down in the description down below. Go check everyone out, and hope this is worth a subscription to you. Also, every Thursday I'm here playing Damian Dragon Plays, and lately I've been playing Avatar: The Last Airbender. If you enjoyed the series of Avatar: The Last Airbender, I can guarantee you're gonna enjoy the game as well. So come in, have a lot of fun with me. It's gonna be worth the time and the effort to come in and see what we got, because stuff has been really good. I've upped my game a lot when it comes to here, and the next game afterwards will also be extremely fun. So stay tuned for that. Anyway, till next time, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys enjoyed. But it's time for us to end off. Good gaming, happy hunting, and I'll see all you Dragonlings back inside the world of the gaming news. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time for some more Damian Dragon action. Peace.